this is going to be great.
That was helpful. Can you play this? Yeah, I think I'm straight here. Yeah. So just to talk about the tune really quickly that I'm about to sing, if it's okay if I can grandstand for a second, Dina. I didn't know what exactly I was going to say about it until after hearing this sermon. But so for my job, I have to do a lot of philosophical, theological research and stuff like that. Just about like niche, tiny topics like the meaning of life, the nature of God, and the phenomenology of consciousness. But part of that has like unwittingly brought me to having tons of people ask me about AI all the time. And one of the things you find out when you start to try to figure out like what humans are like or what mystic experiences or what religious experiences is like, it is so irreducible and impossible to replicate. And this whole AI thing is so predicated on just like, in a very isolated fashion, farming human labor and grinding it to a sludge and putting it out, which is fine. But that's so just a tool, right? And the mythologizing about how it's so smart and stuff is just kind of disguising that people want us to think that so that they can use our labor for free and just churn stuff out and, you know, callously just make it seem like it's a miracle. The miracle is humanity, okay? And it's in the what conscious feeling and of meaning and like just feeling, right? Like no matter how many data points or placebo tests you do to try to replicate anger or try to figure out what that is, you're not going to replace the feeling of anger. Like, this is crazy what we're hallucinating right now together. So this song is by Arthur Lee. It's called Everybody's Gotta Live. And then it was covered by Love later. And most recently, very sadly, it was covered by Mac Miller before his very untimely death. But it's a beautiful, beautiful song. And it's very, very much about the mysteries of the human experience. And so I'm going to teach you it quick because you have to sing it. And it goes like this. Everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's trying to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. So now you sing it too, right? Everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. Sometimes the going gets so good, then again it gets pretty rough. But when I have you in my arms, baby, you know I just can't get enough. Oh, everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's trying to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. I saw a blind man standing on the corner yesterday, baby. He couldn't hardly tie his shoes, but he had a harmonica and a guitar strapped around his neck, and he sure could play the blues. Oh, everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. I feel like I've seen just about 1,000,000 sunsets. She said if you're with me, you'll never go away. But when I stopped and took another look at my baby, she said if you're with me, you'll never go away. Because everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta try to have a good time. I think
dream the other night, baby. I dreamt that I was all alone. But when I woke up, I took a look around myself, and I was surrounded by 50 million strong. Oh, everybody's gotta live. Everybody's gotta live. And everybody's gonna die. Everybody's try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. Everybody's gotta live. Everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. Everybody's gotta live. Everybody's trying to have a good time. You gotta live before you know the reason why.